look back, maybe around December, January. Maybe you were thinking about some goals, something you wanted to change in 2012. Maybe there's a couple ideas, maybe a couple things. You remember them when you get thinking about them? Have you had a couple conversations with people, think like, you know, I really want to change that in 2012. I want to change that. Now just 2 months into the year, how do you feel about those goals where you're at right now with them? Oh gosh, think of some of those ideas. Would they have been a lot of things at the beginning of the year, or maybe lose some weight? Maybe a little different direction in your finances, or a better exercise plan. I'm going to share with you a new way to look at your 2012 goals, and hopefully in the years to come, just a more positive way to look at those goals. To inspire you to be flexible with your goals, not to give up on them, and know there is freedom in starting over with your goals that you might not be doing so well with 2 months into the year. You know, maybe it's the weight after the holidays. You know, you tried maybe the first couple of weeks. You know, I've heard of statistics that club memberships are really jam-packed at the first couple months, and then they kind of taper off. Some of those people who are always there kind of wait for those couple months when people kind of start dwindling off after the New Year's resolutions are kind of dwindling as well. So, whatever your goals are, why don't you just kind of think of them for a little bit here. I can relate to some of these that, you know, the exercise plan I've got going on here. So the first thing I want you to think about, you know, when you're doing goals, it's good to be flexible with them. And you got to have a plan, but also be flexible, because sometimes we set our standard really high. You know, for example, I set a standard to exercise like 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, before work. Well, that's an early rise. So, for example, a couple weeks ago, for some reason I couldn't sleep on Sunday night, and I just knew it wasn't going to happen Monday morning. So I kind of reassessed them, and I decided I'm going to do it on Tuesday. And just the reassessing and looking at it differently helped me accomplish, by the end of the week, my goal. I was still able to complete my goal. So be flexible with your goals. And don't have extreme, really rigid expectations, because those are the times where it's really easy to fall and fail and say, nope, I'm not going to do this. I'll wait till 2013 and start over again. So, second idea I had is it's okay. Have your mindset say it's okay to start over, like I did on Tuesday, and say it'll help you to stay motivated in your goals, and because they will be more attainable. Now let's just look at that a little bit. It may just sound pretty simplistic, but let's look at it, for example, eating habits. After the holidays, maybe just in the new year, we want to lose a little bit of weight. Have some goals, have some plans. Sometimes for me, personally, it's really hard for me not to overeat when I'm going to eat, eating out at restaurants. Or just sometimes when I'm tired, I'll eat too much. Then I'll feel more positive about having a mindset about just starting over. Just kind of have that in the back of your mind, not before you just say, okay, there's a runner, I'm just going to go for it. But not to just totally beat yourself up after you have that situation where you've eaten too much, or, you know, the plates when you go out to the restaurant, they're really big. And sometimes it can be really hard just to stop. So I'd say, have the mindset, okay, I'm going to start over the next meal. And I'm going to try the next meal. Have a better plan. Have a plan to just stay positive and keep trying. Third, and not least, don't ever give up on the goal that you want to attain for 2014. Just don't give up. For me, this one was interesting. One of my goals, it's usually at the beginning of the year, is just kind of reassess the financial goals and to see where things are going, where I'd like to be, and how I'm doing. I think other people would probably have that too. January is always said, let's start out fresh and new. Well, I thought January would be a good time, but for me it's not going to be January and it's not going to be February. I finally just this last couple days got my financial, my numbers in and worked out a bad budget and stuff. So it's going to be more like March to March. So, and I was hoping that I'd be able to say that because I got it all completed within the last couple days. So that was just kind of nice just to be able to have that mindset. Don't give up on your goals. Just have a plan. Be flexible with them. You got to have a plan. Start out. Be flexible because there's challenges are going to come when you want to start a plan and get somewhere. And then don't be afraid to just start over. And then never give up. In conclusion, I hope that you were inspired today to stay positive about being flexible with your goals. Have the mindset to be able to start over, whether it's the next meal, the next workout, or the financial goal. And don't give up on your dreams for this coming year. Thank you, Mr. Postmaster.